What's even left, or who could even hit the buyout market last minute? Well, that's definitely up for debate, but my dream target would be a guy like Boucher, a power forward center hybrid currently playing for the Toronto Raptors. I thought, and many thought, that he would be traded, but ended up with Toronto. Who knows, maybe they'll try to resign him and retain him. He's only ever played for their team, so maybe he values that. But with him playing for a rebuilding team that's trying to lose more than they're trying to win, I wouldn't be completely shocked if he would ask for a buyout. You know, not really a part of their long-term future, with him being 32 and them having a long-term rebuild ahead of them, or at least a relatively long-term one. Probably not fit for them and probably not with their team long-term, so who knows, maybe he could hit the buyout market. And if he would, I'd definitely try to sign him if I were the Lakers. A good rim protector, a good switchable defender, kind of limited at power forward or center with his weight and what he can play at depending on the matchup, but between the defense, a good 3-point shooter, a good shot creator, a decent rebounder, and then on top of that, a good lob threat, I definitely think about it. He'd be great depth for their front court and really a dream target off the buyout market in my opinion. No, maybe not an absolute game changer, but for the buyout market and the current free agent market, there's not much out there, so he would be a really good addition in my opinion. After that though, maybe a familiar name and actually a pretty big name, a former 12-time All-Star that maybe could hit the buyout market following an injury to Victor Wembanyama, could be the point guard himself, CP3. Now I definitely don't see it incredibly likely to happen, but with the Spurs going down and again Wembanyama out for the season, they're probably trying to get worse and maybe be in the running for Cooper Flagg and try to get him through the draft lottery. I mean, that's how they got Tim Duncan about 2 decades ago. You know, David Robinson got hurt, they kind of tanked and eventually got Tim Duncan. So who knows, maybe they'll try that strategy again and try to tank, letting a guy like CP3 go, whether that be waiving him or come to a buyout with him, and then he might hit the open market. And no, the Lakers don't desperately need a point guard, but between the connection of CP3 and LeBron, obviously a good friendship there, and playing on the Olympic team together back in 2008 and 2012 if I remember correctly, then the connection between CP3 and JJ Redick, great friends, former teammates, and 2 guys that definitely have a good level of mutual respect for each other. I could see that definitely happening, and I imagine that CP3 would want to join their team. Him still trying to get a ring yet, they're looking like a pretty good option. Again, the best record in the NBA dating back the past month now. Obviously trending up with Luka Doncic and the chemistry building between their team. So I wouldn't be shocked if CP3 would hit the buyout market and then try to join their team thereafter. I mean, yeah, he might be 39 years old, but don't call him washed up yet. During this season with San Antonio, averaging over 9 points per game, over 8 assists per game to only 1.3 turnovers per game, more than a 7 assist to turnover ratio, and that's the best in the entire league. 4 rebounds per game, shooting over 35% from 3, with 41% field goal shooting. Definitely not washed up and could be a decent addition to their team. Again, yes, they don't need a point guard, but good veteran depth and all around a good addition simply for IQ and probably team chemistry that I would not be entirely opposed to. Again, definitely not a guarantee to hit the buyout market, but with San Antonio trying to tank or very likely trying to tank, and then with the connection between them, I would not be entirely shocked by it or not entirely opposed to it again either. But with that being said, yes, the buyout market is coming to an end, and pretty much before it even started, not many guys hit the buyout market other than Ben Simmons, who they couldn't sign to begin with, or a guy like Javonte Green, who they really didn't have a chance to sign either. Cleveland picked him up pretty quick. You know, maybe there might be one last buyout candidate, a guy like Chris Boucher, Chris Paul, maybe Marvin Bagley. I would be interested in them, but at this point, they might have to look internally rather than externally for another move, meaning that yes, they can and probably will waive Cam Reddish, but the guy they replace him with likely is already on their team. That being a current 2-way contract, either Jordan Goodwin, they could actually waive 2 guys and sign 2-way contract players, 2 of them actually, could waive Reddish and Shake Milton if they want to, and then sign both Jordan Goodwin and either Trey Jemison or Christian Koloko. But again, whether it's through that or the buyout market, they do have room left to make a move and do have enough financial flexibility to make 1 or 2 as well. Will it be through the buyout market? You know, probably not at this point, but I guess we'll see what happens. But I think that'll pretty much do it for this one. And if you enjoyed the video, then I'll greatly appreciate it if you dropped a like, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and hit that notification bell to never miss out when I upload a video. But as always, thank you for watching and have a great day or night.